Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last video on Well-Loved Carol, the little drummer boy. And through that character being just who he was, I just want to say to you right now, you are enough. You really, really are. So just you found that encouraging as we continue in this short Christmas song mini-series. Well, this song goes back quite a long time to the words back to an unknown France in about 1882, 1862, something around there. The tune was added by Gloria Edward Shippen Barnes and in French, and then it was later paraphrased by James Chadwick. And the song we're talking about is Angels We Have Heard on High. Now, obviously, again, we go back to the Christmas story here, and well and truly looking at the shepherds in the fields, looking at the sheep, and all of a sudden they're overwhelmed by so many angels announcing the birth of Jesus in Bethlehem. And so, but makes you think, how cool would it have been to actually be there on those particular hills, seeing all those angels? Of course, one of the first things they said was, "Do not be afraid." Easier said than done when you're confronted with angel after angel after angel. Anyway, I don't know what your year has been like. As I shared a little bit last time, my year has been a pretty massive year for me in lots of ways. And it's amazing to think where I was 12 months ago to where I am now. It's a pretty amazing thing. And we do wonder, where life is going and how life is heading and all the rest of it. And we sometimes think, oh, I don't really even understand what's going on right now. And the concept of angels, whatever you think about them, these heavenly beings, or, there have been certainly some portrayals of them as just being human beings, but just being in the right place at the right time. That's on a personal scale. I suppose on a bit of a bigger scale, we've had, Russia and Ukraine, and we do wonder where the angels are in that particular scene, or many of the other catastrophes that are happening around the world right now. Think about the floods in South Australia at the moment. The last thing we're thinking about is angels delivering us from these things. I don't know about you. I'm wondering whether deliverance isn't quite the thing that they do. I think it's more along the lines of they get alongside us, just at those particular moments, just with that encouragement that we need, or that word that we need to keep us going. And enabling us to perhaps look at life in a different way, a slightly different way, a different way, or a way that is, opens up for you that you hadn't considered before. I'm wondering whether this is the role of angels. Now, an angel may not be like one of these white-winged creatures that we kind of imagine. It could be more like that person who comes into your life and they just know the words to say, and there's just something about them that makes you think, oh, I'm not so quite alone now for some reason. I've been able to think of things in a slightly different way. And the way is just so confounding. I can't just pretend like that person didn't happen, because it did happen. It might be someone you wasn't even expecting. Next minute you're on a new path, or a path which is a bit stronger and firmer. I think the role maybe of angels is actually to empower us in our journeys as opposed to rescuing us, because you know what? You are the expert of your own life. And you want to be able to deal with the issue that as it arises, and know that you've dealt with it in a way that has enabled you to move on. If you were just rescued from it, it would feel a bit strange. I'm thinking we need to know that we have overcome a particular time of our lives. And if angels have empowered us on that journey of realisation, well, they've probably done their job. So I don't know where you are right now. If you've just had this angelic kind of experience, and you are feeling, I know what you're meaning. I know what you're meaning, Trev. I know that people come into our lives to help us at just those particular moments with the right words to say. Or if you're still looking for an angel, don't look to be rescued. Look to be empowered as you continue on in your journey, and you never know where this empowerment's going to come from. But, as I am recording this video for Christmas Day, wherever you find yourself on Christmas Day 2022, I pray it'll be a blessed one. I pray that you'll be surprised by it. I suppose you'll be encouraged by it. And if you are on your own this Christmas Day, may this video make you feel not quite as alone. But, still celebrate it in the way that you can. It's just going to work for you, because we do need to celebrate life as we move forward. So I trust that will all be an encouragement for you today. Well, the best way to actually experience Angels We Have Heard of High is to go to Carols by Candlelight in Melbourne every year. This particular song, this particular moment goes down into Australian Christmas folklore. Christmas will not be Christmas without this lass singing Angels We Have Heard on High. And of course, you've got to go to the undisputed queen of Australian musical theatre, Marina Prior. And when she comes on stage, she's got one of the voices in Australia, this girl. She was born in 1963. And she's well and truly regarded as one of the Melbourne Carols by Candlelight family. And, she is the only one to sing this song on Christmas Eve every year. And what I love about this particular version is the space that's given, particularly with the piano at the start of this one. I know whenever I play this one, I always kind of put this in there myself, because it just really adds something to the whole feel of the Angels We Have Heard on High, or Angels from the Realms of Glory. The two songs are kind of a little bit interchangeable, just a little bit. So we've got Marina Prior from 2019. It's pretty cool, singing Angels We Have Heard on High. Glory, glory in excelsis, the whole orchestra choir, the whole thing. There's nothing more iconic than Marina singing this one at the Melbourne Carols by Candlelight on Christmas Eve. And I'm sure she'll do it again this year. And I thought we'd also add a version from a cappella group Pentatonix as well. So the link to those two songs are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from The Little Drummer Boy by White Heart. So if you want to recap on that one, feel free. Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. I trust this will be a really amazing season for everybody. I trust that you will get together with somebody this year, and that you will be encouraged in your journey. And if you've come back for another one, or this is your first time, the Life Reflections of Music, thank you to everyone for hanging around, and thank you for what has been a pretty amazing year for this channel as well. Now, we're heading up to that 40 subscribers, but you know what? Each one of you guys are absolutely special and unique, and I love you being part of this channel. So that's it for today. Next time, we're going to get on to Bad to the Bone guy, George Thorogood. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.